How is it going, everybody? My name is Copyright, and today with a really cool deck, but let's first check out the highlights.
Man, no get angry. Hey, 280 cows calling them K9. Hey, but they tell me, hey man, it's part of the party. You put a woman in front and a man behind. I heard a woman shout out, who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out?
And this deck is so much fun. Also, I think it's pretty budget friendly, and the win rate is through the roof. Check out the win rate here I have after few hours of playing. I think altogether it was like 3 hours gameplay, and I collected some clips for you, the coolest games of course, but I reached diamond with this deck in just 3 hours. I think I started like in platinum 4 or somewhere between 4 and 3, and I reached this in 3 hours. I reached my diamond rank, and I think I will reach more, but this deck is just really cool. Also, I think on the budget side, because a lot of cards that are here expensive are easily replaceable. Let's break down the deck, greatest synergies of it, and also what you can exchange to make it even more budget friendly. About the old cards, I don't want to talk anymore so much, because I think by now everybody should know what this card does, and if not, check out my previous videos. I usually do a really beginner friendly intro so people understand how to play this deck and what to do with this deck. For this video I prepared a little bit of let's say keywords or key points for this deck that you should pay attention to, and this is the first of turn to the night as soon as possible. This is one of the main, let's say, win conditions. As soon as we have night, we will become bigger and stronger, and we can turn to the night as soon as turn 3, so this is maybe something good, and then keep the night going until we win the game. Second key in this deck that we need to do is build up a big board. A bigger board, especially against other creature type of decks, is really important. We have possibilities to block or to trade almost against any sort of threat that opponents can present. And the third point in this deck, and this is also really important, know when you are aggressor, let's say, so when you need to apply some damage, and know when you need to stay defensively, especially against other creature matchups. Let's say mono green comes not often, but sometimes you play against mono green, and we have a really good win rate against mono green. You need to understand that they have at the end bigger and stronger creatures than you do. So if you stay too long back and they can build up the board, start with a Blizzard Brawl, remove your key threats, then it will be really difficult to recover from it. This is why be aggressive against mono green, try to apply pressure as soon as possible, maybe force the opponent to some trades against all ground troll and so on, also with your key creatures, but as soon as the creature is gone, they cannot play Blizzard Brawl, they maybe need to sacrifice the land to bring the troll copy back, and so on and so on. So there you need to understand also a little bit the game mechanics, so when to be the aggressor and when to stay the defensive on the defensive side. So these three are the key parts, and let's check out the deck. The deck was built around this card, and this bad boy is an amazing uncommon in this deck, and I think a lot of people will realize it as soon as the meta develop. I think a lot of also competitive decks will be with inclusion with this card, and this is the Paxson Pup. This is why the deck calls Puppies, because it's just a really cool card. 2 mana 1/1 is nothing special, it's a wolf, and it says at the beginning of a combat on your turn, if you control another wolf, put a 1/1 counter on it. So it gets constantly bigger. This makes for us really easy to stay back and maybe provide some threats. And also on top of it, he does, whenever he dies, you gain life equal to its power. So against creature matchups, again, if he's a 3/3, 4/4, trade against other big creatures, you gain life back, you remove the big creature from an opponent, and you can swing back. And this guy gets bigger and bigger every time, so you can just chill. You can just chill each turn a little bit forward, back, more often than not, especially like, I know I play against other werewolves, and we also have a great win rate against other werewolf deck who has much more mythic rares and rares in their deck than we do, and we usually win because of the pup, because we can take early on this damage to the face without any problems, and then as soon as our pup becomes a little bit bigger, we can start getting the threats, the traits, we can start swinging in, and suddenly we swing in for 5-6 damage. Sometimes we talk about 10-12 trample damage on turn 5 that we can swing in because we have trample abilities. Easily I can outpower these other mirror matchups that we play against other werewolf decks. Our deck is more wolf focused because our pup says whenever we control another wolf, we grow, but of course a lot of werewolves are also wolves. Then we have our Caretaker, another key card in this deck. That these 2 cards we cannot exchange. Also, this one we cannot exchange. Everything else is exchangeable. And you see, those 2 are the only rares and mythic rares. The Caretaker, if you don't know what she does, is in 6 mana 4/4 with hexproof, and it says at the beginning of a combat on your turn, put 2 1/1 counters on another target creature you control, so you can grow something else. But we are looking, this is why I said key in this deck is the night side, and we are looking to play her on the night side for 6 mana. It will be a 6/6 hexproof, and it gives everything else we have hexproof, your lands, your enchantments, your creatures. So everything else has also hexproof. Really good in current meta, because a lot of decks are focused on spot removals, or I played against somebody who plays with curses, enchant our creatures to make them weaker or worse. This card prevents everything of it. And then on top of it, at the beginning of the combat, on our turn, put 2 1/1 counters on each creature we control. And we have a lot of creatures, and they can all have trample. So this is just an amazing card. So these 2 are incredible because Tovalar give us the ability to give trample to something for 2 mana and X, and you can put X1. It's enough, because usually then the pup is like a 7/7 or I don't know, 9/8 for example, that go in with trample and also draw us cards with Tovard. So Tovard is inexchangeable in this deck. Would I run 3 off? I don't think so, because I draw him all the time when I needed him. And if sometimes even I drew too much, so sometimes I drew both copies of him, and he's legendary, you can just have 1 of him on the board, of course. Yeah, then let's check out fast the cards that are not often played. Maybe the Liberator is something that is important, but also our Neutralist. They both can start ticking the day-night cycle as early as turn 2, so this is usually a really good card to play on turn 2. Also, I don't recommend to play Pup on turn 2, because on his own he cannot grow, and you see we don't have wolves on turn 1, so play him usually, play first, let's say, the Naturalist, because he can ramp you the turn afterwards, then you play Pup on turn 3, go in with a Kissing Naturalist, ramp by 1 mana, so you have 2 mana suddenly, and for 2 mana you can play maybe something else in addition to the Pup. So this is mostly how I play my Pup. Depends, of course, how your hand looks like. Then we have Ranger class, always played. Then another enchantment that's really underplayed, I think, Arnie, Slayer of Trolls, 2 mana, 1 red, 1 green, and it says on first chapter, target creature you control fights up to 1 target creature you don't control. So again, removal. You see, maybe we have 3 removal spots. We have Blizzard Brawl and we have Arnie. This is more than enough in this deck, because in a creature matchups we are looking to go white, to go big, and just kill things that are really threat, like Brutal Cathar or some flyers that are maybe in your way. So use this removal carefully, but Arnie has also another synergy, on second chapter it adds 1 red mana, so it ramp us by 1, and you will see we have a lot of ramp cards. And it puts 2 1/1 counters on up to 1 target creature, so you can make something big again. Again, Pup, best target for these counters, because as soon as he dies, you will gain life equal to its power, and this is sometimes game changing. Yeah, on turn 3, you gain life equal to the greatest power among the creatures you control. Again, the biggest creature gains us life. This is why we can run against other mirror matchups, against other werewolves, against mono green. We can take the early damage without problems, because we will get in the exchange so much life gain. At the end, it doesn't matter if they bring you down to, let's say, 6-7 life until turn 5, turn 6, then you start popping off, you will gain a lot of life, you will remove a lot of creatures, and you will go in with trample. Then another card that is barely played is the Brushfire Elemental. Again, 2 mana creature, red and green for 1/1, but he has haste, and he has landfall ability, and he has that creatures with power 2 or less cannot block this creature. So this is again amazing synergy if you play against Skewed Swarm, and I saw a lot of Dollhouse Skewed Swarm. You will see in the gameplay a really cool game against this deck. And yeah, this is where he comes in, because he can also go over the zombies, eye twitches, all these small power creatures that just give opponent 1 or 2 more turns. He can go over them, he can get really big, and we have a synergy with landfall actually. We play here, if you see, Dire Strain Rampage, and Dire Strain Rampage is a really weird sorcery that not really saw a lot of play. It's because it's a weird one. For 3 mana sorcery, it's a weird one, but I think in this deck it gives us ability to handle not only artifact and enchantments. So let's check out what it does, then you will understand why I like this card in this deck. And this is a rare, but this is a rare that you can easily exchange. And if you play Paper Magic, this rare is, I think, now currently by $2 or something, so it's really cheap rare. From Arena, it's maybe a little bit too expensive, but you can exchange it with this other card from Midnight Hunt for 3 mana that is an instant and also provides you with 2 extra lands. So maybe you can change it there, or maybe pump up your, where we have it, the Liberator, to deal with the enchantments and the artifacts. But he, as I said, he says 3 mana sorcery with flashback for 5. Destroy target artifact, enchantment, or land. If a land was destroyed this way, its controller may search the library for up to 2 basic lands, put them on the battlefield tapped, shuffle. Otherwise, its controller may search the library for 1 basic land, put it on the battlefield, and shuffle. So if you have an issue with an artifact, let's say Dollhouse, or enchantment, let's say Skeleton Swarm, or any other enchantments that are currently played, you can use this card to remove it. It will ramp your opponent by 1, but at the end it doesn't matter. If the enchantment was worth to kill it, this 1 land extra doesn't really matter, right? So this is why I think Dire Strain is a good addition in this deck. But also, we can destroy our land, and we have, you see, maybe some double-sided land. I usually like to destroy them to have more snow permanents for our Blizzard Brawl or for other synergies if we need them, of course. But you can also destroy, let's say you start your hand with just 1 red and everything else is green, you need a little bit more red cards, you can do it. You can destroy with this card a green card from you, take 2 red lands, and suddenly boom, you ramp yourself by 1, but also you fix your mana how you need it. So this is also a really cool addition. You can use it on yourself, you can use it on opponent. An experimental card here, 3-drop, Curse of Hospitality, but you cannot believe how often this card won me the game. It comes so often up that you suddenly, I don't know, all your creatures get trample, and this is where I say a lot of things give us trample. And then you, in addition to it, you have a card advantage, because anytime you deal combat damage to a player, you get to, for each creature that's connected, so if you have 3 creatures, they connected, you look at 3 cards of opponent's library, and you can play one of them and spend mana as it was mana of any color. Right, so it can provide us with land drops if we need land drops. It can provide us with additional cards. It can provide us with some creatures. It can just accelerate really much. And in plus on top of it, it gives our creatures trample. So everything attacking the opponent will have trample. This is also great. I will not add 2 of them because, as I said, we are more creature based. 1 enchantment is enough. But if you have it, add it definitely. Just really cool card. And again, this is a rare. You can exchange this rare again against the next creature we are going to look in. This is the Hound Tamer, and then Untamed Pup. This is again a pup. The untap, this is again why it's important to have Knight, says it has trample and other wolves and werewolves. So all the wolves, when we have our pup is a wolf. Where are you, puppy? Here. Our pup is a wolf, not a werewolf, but he has also trample if it's Knight. So other wolves and werewolves you control have trample, but also for 4 mana, if we need to spend our mana somehow, we can put 1 counter on target creature. And if you have 8 mana, and it can happen easily, because naturalists also give you mana, you can put 2 counters, right? You can put more whenever, however you want, put it there, and he gives everything trample, great card. Then another card that is really underplayed, a common actually, so I don't know why people sleep on this card, is a 3 mana, 2/3, so stats are okay. Human werewolf, so it plays in a human side, but also in werewolf maybe something, and it adds 1 mana of any color, so it fixes your mana again. You can easily splash blue if you want to in this deck for some counter spells, counter draw, whatever you want. And on the Knight side, he is a 3/4, again 3 mana, 3/4, and we're looking to make Knight as soon as possible. So he will most likely come in as a 3/4, and he says add 2 mana of any color, so you ramp yourself crazy. This is why it's not a problem to play Caretaker on turn 4 or 5. Easily with these cards, depends on your curve, how you curve out without Sentinel, Weaver, Neutralist. Yeah, they all provide you with a ramp, with cards that give you more mana, and you can easily play your Caretaker as early as turn 4 or 5. I have a lot of games, as soon as you have Caretaker, you can play him. There is barely a time when I don't even remember a game where I had a Caretaker and I needed to wait longer to play her. So I can instantly play her usually because I have enough ramp. Yeah, this is so far for the deck. Lands, as I said, really simple. Also, this expensive lands, the rare lands, you can easily exchange for snow lands because we have so much mana fixing with Sentinel. Just look that we have enough green land, right? If you have green, you have Sentinel, you have the Weaver to fix it. So it's not a problem. And if you have a Neutralist, you can also, but you need both mana, of course, but you can also, maybe if you need double red, you can fix it with Neutralist. Just really cool deck, and you can easily exchange this rare lands to let's say the snow lands, the double face snow lands, if you don't have all the rares. Really budget friendly for people who looks to a little bit to upgrade this deck with more expensive stuff. I tested some stuff, and here we have another interesting card that fits really good in this deck. This is the Oddity, 4 mana, 4/4 haste, and for 7 mana, and 7 mana is really easy reachable in this deck. You can transform him, and he has trample and haste, and other creatures you control gain +2/+2 and have trample and haste. An 8/8, right? 8/8. This is just amazing. So he is really good, I think, in this deck. Didn't play with him. And also the Foreign Klex, who doesn't know what it does? Foreign Klex, he is a 6 mana, 6/6 with trample and haste, and he has a synergy with our 1/1 counters, and we have, as I said, Pup provides 1/1 counters, right? The Hound Tamer provides us with 1/1 counters. Arnie Slay the Troll provides us with 1/1 counters. The Ranger class provides us with 1/1 counters. So we have a lot of 1/1 counter synergy. Also Caretaker gives everything 2 1/1 counters. With Foreign Klex, it doubles everything. So Foreign Klex is also belongs here. If you want to make it a little bit more expensive, you can go with them. If you have some of them easily exchangeable, as I said, change some maybe of your rares or whatever you want. How in addition, everything else is exchangeable except these 3 cards, right? These 3 cards should stay here. The ramp, I would also suggest keep the Blossom, definitely. Keep the Neutralist. You can cut the Neutralist maybe down to 3 or 2. Depends how you feel for. But the rest, as I said, you can change, you can adapt it. Especially these 2 can be changed. The Elemental is good, but not necessary. Yeah, this is so far for this deck. I hope you enjoyed it. And guys, don't forget to support the channel. Check out the graph. You see maybe how much of you enjoy my channel, but how less of you are supporting it. So don't forget to click the like button, not necessarily even the like button, but subscribe to my channel. This will definitely help me out, so YouTube recommend it to much more people, and much more people can experience a little bit more budget side of the Wolf deck. And let's get right into the gameplay. There are some really cool games. Kinomancer. And god, this deck is good. I think I rank up all the way from like Platinum 3, 2 to Platinum 1 now. And I was just experimenting. I was just playing around with some puppies, with some things. And I consider this more or less like a budget-friendly deck. So yeah, really, really surprised, really happy with it so far. And I think it's the first time I have Curse of Hospitality in this deck, so let's see how it will turn out. Definitely interested. Opponent gonna draw his champion. Let's see if we can somehow prevent it. Okay, under Parish. 3. We need some fight spells here. No blockies. Ah, they will get big. These two bad boys will get big. This is a good draw, I think so, right? Play you. Then we kill Jadar or we kill Champion? I think Champion will be more problematic for later. So we are gonna kill a Champion. Let's attack first. I should have played it upwards, I think, but I'm scared that the opponent has maybe Grasp. And I think he does. Yeah, I think he has Grasp. Oh, Dispute. Okay, Dispute is not the worst. That's okay. Dispute is not the worst. Lol. We will see, we will see.
Children drench there. I will get what I want.
No blocks. Interesting combo here from Mono Black.
I will come.
Okay. I can fight Jadar. Who is fighting Jadar? You? Fight Jadar. Resolve.
Do what I
And
demand.
we do nothing. A little bit sad with our mana spent. Okay, another Parish. Okay, another 5 damage to the face. Ooh, nice. This is a really nice draw for our opponent. Really, really cool. I like it. I like it, my friend. I like it. You're 10, so we are forced to block. Blocking you and blocking you.
My power is for annihilation.
4 mana.
We will slay our enemies.
Jesus. Jesus. Then let's add some green. Let's add hospitality. But I think I am dead next turn anyway. Doesn't matter what I do, right? Except maybe I draw like a meat hook from him. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. Imagine I draw meat hook from him. Wow! Okay, okay, he wants to sacrifice everything. That's interesting. I gained some life.
A gift.
Okay, at least we are not dead for the next turn. We can block the Parish. It was really, really Really nice game. Oh, Jesus, nice. Bro, he top decked like the god, huh? He top decked here like a god. That's best top deck you can get as a, I think, Black Zombie player. And this is game, I think. I don't see anything I can draw that will bring me out of here. A pop. The pop 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 pop. Good game, my friend. It was a good game. I enjoyed. So Curse was interesting. I mean, if I would draw the the mid hook, this will be like wow. Otherwise, let's check another one out. Zulali. Let's check out how this goes. And I'm really surprised from the performance of this Beaver of the Blossom. Really cool card. I don't know why not more people are playing this sort of cards. Because they are common. Literally a common 3 mana, 2/3 creature with day and night that ramps you by any color, so it fixes your mana even if you're just, let's say, in green or something else. And on the night side, it's a 3/4 that ramps you by 2 colors, like by 2 mana. I mean, I think this is a great value for any sort of creatures. Just great. I'm really happy with it. And Puppy stays back because I think this is a landfall? Maybe, I don't really know right now. Celestia coloration here. I'm used to play against humans, and matchups against humans are always really good, really interesting. Opponent wants to go in. I don't care about your 3/3 puppy. We are at night, bro. We are at night. I play you. I pump you. I go in. And I kill you. Ah, no. We don't kill you now. Because otherwise, if I kill him, I will turn it to daytime. And this way, if I draw now the Caretaker, I will be able to play it because we ramp by 2. So, sugar. And then suddenly, if she comes in at night, it's in 95% opponent scoops. As soon as Caretaker hits the board, they're gone. They're all gone. That's okay, put 2 counters. And I played not long ago against this sort of deck. Really cool. Maybe he has Snake Surveil in the hand. And this is okay, we have played a puppy. Now we can turn it to daytime. It doesn't really matter because we have already enough mana to play a Caretaker if we don't, if we turn to the daytime. And I think opponent is dead next turn, except he has like some sweepers or something. In 5 mana play, I don't know. If you have 3 mana, don't take 5 mana lessons. Rather cycle your cards, so maybe you draw another land or something else whenever you need it, because it looked like the opponent missed 1 land drop. Yeah, good game, my friend. Furious Fiasco. Okay. I go first. Just 1 creature is sad because if he removes it, it will be really difficult for me. But I'm gonna try, right? This is my diamond game. My diamond. So let's open up. Open up. Let's hope the opponent don't. He's a removal based deck. Okay. Let's play you. Let's see next turn what the Ghastly has to offer. Tap land is good. No, I'm not gonna block, my friend. Are you crazy? Are you insane? Okay. Puppy! I like Puppy. Puppy is good. Let's get it started as early as possible. Doesn't matter what, we are not gonna play it now. So next turn is for red, and then maybe ramp a little bit. Scooty! You are a dead man. And that's cute. Are you this dollhouse deck that everybody's playing right now? I think you are, right? So, Dolly, check this out. You like? And gets bigger. Atakujcie at a red mana. Damage, and ramp ourselves. Yes. Take action. In red, green. So suddenly we have 5 mana. Next turn 6 mana, so if we draw something amazing, you know what's up. You know what's up. Oh, whoa. Security again. This is nice. Next turn he's theoretically able to play 2/1 counters here. Next turn he is capable to play Dollhouse already. And Dollhouse can get really fast out of the hand. But the thing is, thank you. The thing is that is speaking for me is that I still have my Dire Strain Rampage. This is a secret weapon against the Dollhouse. Because if you read this card, and I hope I explained it good enough in the intro, it destroys enchantments and artifacts and Dollhouses and artifacts, so easy peasy lemon squeezy. Pass. I'm not gonna do anything because we need the Dire Strain. Furious Fiasco. Interesting. Another Skewed Swarm, bro. 3 Skewed Swarms. Okay. Gain some life. Play the Puppy Muppy. Say CC and atakujcie. Doesn't matter what I add. I will still keep my Dire Strain because he can be also this Skeleton Swarm deck. And Skeleton Swarm can be a little bit painful. So it also deals with a Skeleton Swarm. Really happy with Dire Strain. Has synergy in our deck, has synergy against opponent's deck if we don't have some answers for chariots and all these stuffs. And Field of Ruins. You have nothing to destroy with your Field of Ruins. Right? Yeah. And you cannot target your own lands. Destroy target non-basic land opponent controls. Yeah. A Sticky Finger! Stick your finger somewhere else, bro. What are you doing here? Oh, whoa. Oh, whoa. Should I do it? I think so, right? I should do it. I should do it, my friends. I must do it. I can. Okay. Then we stay back. And you saw the wolves in the back there? The eyes are... there is the Dollhouse, you see? There is the Dollhouse. Play your Dollhouse. Nice. Another one. Another one. Like perfect timing, right? Get your lens. Hit your lens. My puppy is getting bigger. Now this puppy can go in. This puppy can go in. Why they are 4/4? They will both die because, right? The constructors will be get limited. Yeah. And he will get just so he has had 4 triggers just with 1 Skewed Swarm. This is amazing. Okay, also good. I saw this deck somewhere online. And not a big fan of it, but I mean it's cool, right? It's cool. Cool. Very cool. Oh, Jesus, can I play him? How much do I have? Nah, 1 mana, really? Fuck. Oh, and they creating another copies of the constructor? Uh-huh. Thinking, bro. Mm-hmm. 4, 5, 6. Oh, shit. Cancel, I forgot again. Action. No attacks. Okay, nice, nice. Now he will get million life. Jesus. Jesus. I need to sit on through the whole thing, huh? Ah, the dollhouse, the dollhouse, the doll. Yeah, it's really nice. It's really nice. It would be much better if you will come up with this idea yourself, but sure. That anyway, so it doesn't matter what where I block. Right? Doesn't really matter. Here. And you here. Good game, my friend, good game. Oh, just -2? Oh, I thought it would be much more. Maybe I would have... I don't know if I could block it differently. I don't know if I could block it differently. 1, 2... I block nothing else, right? I block him, but he had also like 7 or 8, right? So... maybe I could be at 0. But I don't think so. It's okay, cool. Definitely interesting to play against this dollhouse decks. And yeah, just with a little bit more luck, we would have maybe done something else. I mean, three skewed swarms in the opening hand was really impressive, right? Really impressive. But cool. So I hope you enjoyed it. As I said, I will rank up now to diamond. I think with this deck has a really good win rate. I am really happy with it. And if you want to climb maybe more on the budget side, just do it. I will also show you in the intro some alternatives to Dire's Train where you can use some stuff. But anyway, have a good day. I hope you enjoyed it, and I see you in the next one. Ciao.